Now, not only do people think I'm Orb, they think that like that's actually a picture of me. Oh my god, it's terrible. Hey, there's gonna be Sacsri coming out for SKT, one of their random dudes. I guess he's been practicing StarCraft 2. He's Zerg, right? I didn't actually see what it said there. Man, Sacsri, I have actually been waiting for this guy to play a game for so long, because I just really like his ID. Sacsri just seems like a really cool ID. It actually doesn't sound that good, now that I say it out loud, but it just looks really cool for some reason. I don't know. I really like this ID. Or sorry, no, it's Sacsri. I've been pronouncing it wrong as well. I remember I casted like one of his Broodor games last season, and everyone's like yelling at me. They're like, Sayle, it's not Sacsri, it's Sacsri or whatever. I'm calling him Sacsri because Sacsri sounds cooler to me than Sacsri. Alright. Sweet. Also, I'm gonna mod Yoon because I like him and he's very useful. And I need more mods. Majin, can you type something? Say something, fool! Fool! Useless. Useless. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So we are going into the game. Game number 2. A must-win situation for Woongjin Stars. Like the rest of the series is all must-wins for them. They are down 3-0 in this best of 7. We're going to be watching a PVZ on Ohana at the bottom right. As the red Zerg, we do have Sacsri for SK Telecom T1. And in the top left, as the blue Protoss, we have Saucecal, aka Shy. Yeah, so I believe this is Sacsri's first game of the season. I think he only played 1 or 2 games last season, and doesn't really stand out in my mind as impressing me that much. I mean, he's kind of one of SKT's second string players, which is, I mean, it's also not saying that much considering SKT has so many Mega Gosu players. Like, it's much better to be SKT second string than like, you know, Team 8 or Air Force Ace's second string. Seriously, it's like, oh, there's just so many good players on SKT, it's not even fair. And it's like Overload coming out, more dronies being made, probably just go for the standard 14 pool stuff. And we did see the pylon at the front there for Shy. So there's going to be a forward fast expand, I would imagine. And Mr. Probe Guy gets in here. So he's going to do any, he's going to block any hatchery attempts, so it's going to have to be a spawning pool first. Oh, we're doing the zoom in, it's so exciting! Why are we zooming in? There's like nothing happening. He didn't even zoom into the probe, he just like zooms into the larva. Yeah, look at those larvae crawl. Mmm, delicious. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to see the decal there by the hatchery? Whatever. So, Probe Guy sees the spawning pool. He should really go to the natural and make sure the hatchery doesn't go down for free. He's doing this like mineral mining harassment thing where he, you know, keeps mining and stopping, but I think it's much better to block the hatchery. Like, yeah, see, the hatchery's down. He didn't block it at all. And he's going forge first when he really can go Nexus, I think, against a 14 pool. Although the rush distance on this map doesn't look that long, so maybe not. I'm not really sure. But I really am not happy that he didn't block that spawning, or sorry, the hatchery. It's like, if you're gonna go forge first, just like, block the hatchery, man. Just block the hatchery. Why would you not block the hatchery? It doesn't make any sense to me. So he's gonna forge gateway, and then he's gonna make a cannon, and he'll be just fine against any Zerglings that come his way. It looks like 4 Zerglings in production, and the cannon is on the way now. So, man, that's really weird. I mean, it's not like blocking a hatchery is some magical thing that you wouldn't think of. It's like, you know, people block hatcheries in Broodor all the time too. I mean, you know, how much mining did he actually delay with that probe? You know, not that much. Dude, dude. Shy. Come on, man. Alright, whatever. Watch, I'm like totally BMing him now, but he might actually turn out to be to have some crazy strategy that like revolutionizes PvZ. He'll be like the Neo Bisu of StarCraft 2, and I'll look like a complete idiot for BMing him at the beginning of this game. Like, this game's gonna go down in history as the game where Shy changed everything. So who cares if he didn't block the hatchery? So he's taking both his gases, no gas yet for our SKT player. So he's not even going to get some early link speed. And looks like pylon going down in the back of the main. A couple of lings running around here. One's all going to move out. It's going to be a little bit careful. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not exactly sure the Zealot versus how the Zealot versus Zergling balance works in StarCraft 2. I mean, I know it's the same idea where, you know, if you get +1, you two-shot the lings, blah blah blah. But, you know, Zealots and Lings are both worse in StarCraft 2 than they were in Brood War. So are they, like, proportionally worse? Like, evenly worse, so that they're still the same strength against each other, but just, like, worse against everything else or something? I don't know. Does that make sense? You guys see what I'm saying? You guys see what I'm saying? So, like, is Lings versus Zealots in StarCraft 2, like, the same as in Brood War? Because they're proportionally worse? Anyway. Looks like a Stalker in the main base, gonna deny that Overlord from going in, or at least try to. Some Queenies being made. And it looks like 3 gases actually being taken simultaneously by Sacsri right now. He's at 55 supply, and he's got what 8 Zerglings and 2 Queens. So how many drones is that? Oh god, I just like tried to make myself do math. He's got like 40-ish, 40-something drones. So yeah, good time to start adding those gases. And it looks like, oh, we have a few gateways and a Twilight Council in the back here. The Overlord's moving in. He needs the Stalkers to come back and kill this guy. It's heading straight towards the Twilight Council and the gateways. Where'd the Stalker go? Oh my god, Stalker! Stalker, where did you go, bro? Oh man, that Stalker, he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. The metaphorical ball of scouting and stopping Overlord scouting. Meanwhile, it looks like Ling's gonna find this hidden pylon here, take that out. Run probe! Wow, I can't believe that probe actually got away. But the pylon's not gonna get up. Should just cancel that. Zealot, meanwhile, are moving across the map though. There's the cancel. So Overlord's actually scouted everything. Is this just gonna be like a 2-base Blink Stalker all in? I don't think this is gonna work because, spoiler alert, Jangbi tried this against some Zerg. Hiva. Jangbi tried this against Hiva yesterday in the Ace match, and spoiler alert! He failed horribly. He didn't even do like any damage. So let's see what this is. But it looks like there's actually gonna be a lot of Zealots here. I actually didn't notice if he got +1 or not. I was not paying attention. But it doesn't even matter. Zealots are pretty good against Zerglings. And here we go. He's actually making a lot of Zealots here. That's a ton of Zealots. Wait, did he actually get charged? That doesn't make any sense. You don't need charge, do you? I'm a little bit confused here. He's made like all Zealots. He got the Twilight Council and then he just kept making Zealots. That'd be pretty awesome if he just made charge. And actually, he is lying to the Zerg main base with pylons. He actually has pylons all over the place here. The roaches are out, but the drones, they're trying to buffer, but they're getting taken down. And we keep seeing all these pylons, no warpins just yet in the main base. The Zealot's killing everything here. What did he actually research? Did he get charge or blink? I don't know. He's not actually making Stalkers. There's still only 1 Stalker on the map. And looks like, what is that being warped down? I'm pretty sure those are... No, those are Dark Templars! He actually went for fast Dark Templars. This is actually very similar to the build that killed Shine. I can't remember which Protoss did it, but it was on Entombed, where it was like Dark Templar into Speedlot, or Chargelot Archon rather. And he's actually going to snipe the lair here. Oh my god, the lair is going to go down. The lair goes down, and the 3rd base is down. Sacsri is down to just his natural expansion mining. He's going to clean up all of these units. He did get an Overseer out, but damn, what a build. What a sick strategy from Shy here. Shy now adding on a Robo, now getting Blink, and getting +2 attack now, so he did already have +1 attack, and what on earth? are those drones doing? Oh, there's a DT there. I was like, what? It's like a drone party in the natural. So yeah, mass +1 slow lots into Dark Templar in the main. That was really cool because he sent all the zealots to that third base there, and like pulled all of the units, pulled all of the focus of Sacsri to that third base, and then 40 Ts in your main. You've got no more main. Wow, but now the thing is though, can he hold off this counterattack? There's a lot of roaches and lings on the map now, streaming towards his base. He does have 3 sentries. He does have that wall in. I think, I don't know, does he want to add a couple more cannons maybe to help out? Because as long as he defends his counterattack, it doesn't take too much damage, he's going to be miles ahead of the Zerg player. Interestingly, Sacsri's still ahead in supply, but, he's still mining from one base, like, yeah, it's not so good, not so good. Anyway, as long as he gets some good force fields off, I think he'll be fine. Might want 1 or 2 more sentries, since it does take 2 force fields to block off that ramp. But he's actually moving out here. I'm not sure if that's the best decision. His army is really not that big. As I said, he only has 3 sentries worth of force fields. Not really enough to, section off a big portion of the map if you're running around in the middle. I don't know if this is the best move. Like, he doesn't need to be aggressive right now. He's already done his damage, and it looks like, he is going to trap a couple of roaches here, though, with some force fields, and Sacsri decides not to press the issue. Moves his roaches back. Looks like one zealot is checking out this 4th base. Going to run down to the 3rd, but is going to get intercepted by these roaches. In the meantime, looks like going to go for a 3rd base here. So Shy, after doing, going to do a lot of damage early on, and then just like, well, I'll just go into a normal game now. I'll just take a 3rd base, play a macro game. I know I'm ahead. Doesn't want to try and finish it off. I think it's a good move too, because obviously there are a lot of roach lings, so it would be a little bit risky to just go for some kind of huge attack right now, I think. And there's no need to. It's like a couple immortals out now, and of course he does it with blink as well. Can maybe do some fancy blink micro. He's kind of poking around on the map. Once again, only has 4 sentries, so I'm a little bit nervous since he's not going to have a lot of force fields to use if he does somehow get surrounded. But it looks like Sacsri not really positioning himself for any kind of flank or surround. He's keeping his roaches in a ball here, and it looks like some more pylons, some forward pylons being planted. It looks like Ling's actually going for a counterattack. They do have speed. Moving in here through the 4th base, going to go deny this 3rd base of Shy, but it looks like the Warpin is going to get there, so it's not going to happen. There's also 1 cannon there. 4 sentries and 2 immortals, and a ton of blink stalkers. And looks like he's actually just now started +3 attack as well, so +2 attack on those Kratos units. There's +1 carapace on the way now for the Zerg, so does that mean it's yeah, it's +1 range attack is done, so the Roach is also at +1. So it's +2 against +1, and it looks like we might have a big engagement here. It looks like Blink going in, going to try and grab a few of these Zerglings. The Roach Link Force trying to take down these rocks, but no, he's going to back up now. The Observer sees everything, and are they going to get intercepted? Looks like going to grab a few free shots. There's a big blink in. Gets just a single Roach, I think. Man, Roaches are pretty beefy. In the meantime, actually, a decent creep spread by Sacsri. It's almost reached the middle of the map there, so he's going to have some nice mobility with his units. A few changelings running up to join with the Protoss army. Are there any real zealots there? There's actually I think there's 1 or 2 real zealots in the middle of that ball. The rest are changelings. Anyway, it looks like in the meantime, cleaning up some of these pylons in the middle of the map. It's going to make it more difficult to warp things in, closer to the front lines. Changeling running around. And looks like changelings chilling with an immortal. They're good buddies. And what is this? Wait, are those empty? I was gonna say it's a drop, but those are actually empty as far as I can tell. I don't know. Is this a fake drop? I think this could be a fake drop where he like pulls the Protoss army into the main base with those overlords and then like goes and attack the 3rd base. But no, he's actually moving all his army over, so he is actually going for the drop. But those Roaches, they're gonna pull the Protoss army into the oh my god, he tried to load up at this 4th base to go drop the main, and then those 4 stupid Roaches just pulled everything back. Oh my god, those are like the Leroy Jenkins Roaches, just like, dude, come on. Come on. You can't aggro the army. We're not ready yet, man. We're not ready yet. friggin' roaches, man. And it looks like an overseer is gonna get picked off. And there's the big load up. There is the big load up, and it looks like, oh, the overloads are full. No more space. Sorry, roaches. You just gotta chill. Gotta chill. I think you should actually use the rest of those roaches to just like go towards the third, so that when the Protoss army moves into the main to defend, pretty much what I said just now. Just go attack the third base at the same time. Looks like some of the roaches gonna get caught here by the main army, but in comes the drop. It's still not spotted, and here we go, the massive drop in the main base. The Protoss army is completely out of positions. All the probes being evacuated, but he's got so much tech, so much infrastructure here. He's got his Dark Shrine, his Twilight Council, and 6 gateways in the main base. It looks like a War Prism actually came out for him, so he was thinking about doing some harass of his own, but he's gonna lose so many pylons. He's gonna lose a Nexus for sure. Overlord's pooping creep all over the place. Real estate values plummeting in the main base here of the Protoss of Shy. And oh man, it's gonna take down those gateways, and here come the roaches going into the third base. There's only stalkers there. All the sentries and immortals, I think, are no. Actually, there's a couple of immortals going down there to help out. No sentries, but it looks like Shy actually didn't overcommit to defending his own main, so he left some. Well, that sounds actually really weird. Overcommit to defending your main. Anyway, yeah, he actually kept enough units back to defend his third base, but he has lost his main base. He's lost those expensive tech structures. Lost some of his gateways. He's now supply blocked at 158 or 140, but I mean, he did get a lot of unit kills there, so he's got a pretty nice supply lead right now. About a 20-something supply ahead. Looks like a bunch of birches were just borrowed there at the front. I don't know why they were borrowed. And looks like, oh, Overlord spots the Warp Prisms. He's going to stop that. But, I mean, the Dark Shrine is actually dead, so I think ideally he might have wanted to do like a DT warp in there, but no, I mean, I guess he can still do some Zealot warp ins, but no, not anymore. Not with all those roaches and things on the field. And oh, the Queens even are here to help start throwing their... Wait, what is the Queen attack actually? Do they like throw spines or something? Is it like a Hydralisk attack? What is the Queen attack? What is it actually called? I don't know. Anyway, looks like support bay on the way. Not support bay. God damn, what's that thing called? Colossus Den. The Colossus Den is on the way. Colossus Den. Freaking building name changes. Anyway, looks like Shy just gonna go for the kill here. There's a few spine crawlers, but that's not gonna do anything. And there's actually going to be a counterattack from Sacsri. He knows he actually can't fight this army, so he's just sending everything into counterattack. I don't know if that's going to work. 4 random stalkers running in here. No, it looks like he decides to go back. And actually, though, he does force the Protoss army to pull back. Looks like a couple of infestors might actually get caught here. No! Almost getting sniped as they popped, but doesn't quite happen. Meanwhile, Sacsri has gotten the left side base up, his 4th base. And, oh, looks like the counterattack was denied, so now the Protoss army is moving in here. And, oh, I'm sorry, that's actually not a hatchery, that's just a bunch of overlords pooping creep. Wow, I just assumed that was a hatchery. That looked like a hatchery on the minimap. Anyway. Oh, War Prism. Alright, cool. Looks like some links going in here, denying the 4th base of Shy. Shy can really just attack now. I'm pretty sure you should just go kill him. He's at 190 supply against 156. Got a billion blink stalkers. Let's go, man. Just do it. Just man up. Man up. Man up. Man up. Oh, and here we go. Oh, some banelings coming in, but they're gonna get force field out. Ooh, nice force fields there. Some infestors though. He could get some massive fungals. There's a lot of infestors. Huge fungals on the army. Oh my goodness, but it doesn't even matter. Oh, dude, those are some sick fungals, but he doesn't have anything to follow it up with. I mean, where no, he doesn't have enough roaches. It's like Protoss is maxed. He's at 135. He's just gonna go for the counterattack, and looks like Shy's actually gonna split up his forces, leave a few units to clean up that 3rd base, and send the rest of them home to defend this counterattack. A few blink stalkers warped in there, gonna run home. A few cannons to help defend as well. Those will basically buy enough time for the rest of the forces to get back. And yeah, looks like a few random banelings rolling around. I mean, he should load those into the Overlords and do baneling drops on the army. They're not going to be nearly as good just walking around. Yeah, so you just get force fielded out. Some infested Terrans being chucked over. Yeah, infested Terrans. Some of them are actually going to be born inside a force field. Could you imagine how stressful that would be? You're like inside your little egg thingy, and then you just like you pop out, and there's a force field on top of you. Do they actually get pushed out from under the force field, or do they just get stuck inside them? Because just now it looked like they got pushed out, but it seems kind of funny. Anyway. So, oh, there's actually a fourth base there at the left side. I didn't even notice that. Shy has taken the 9 o'clock. He's got one heavily damaged Colossus with his army now. He's taking the third base down. There was no fourth base to begin with. He's got all those overlords though. He's at 167 supply against 48 of Sacsri. I mean, Sacsri is completely dead. And I don't know why, like, there's nothing he can do now. And it's not even like his team needs him to win this game. There's the GG. Shy takes Woongjin Star's first game in this series, keeping them alive, keeping alive their hopes and dreams of beating SKT. Sacsri pouting a little bit. He looks like a little kid who just got scolded by his mom. And Shy looking pretty happy. Good job, man. Good job. Good job. There's a good old butt slap from the coach. Standard fare. Congratulatory pat on the bottom. And we will be going into one more game. A third game. Score is tied 1-1. Alright, cool. So yeah, we're just gonna get some commercials now. Thanks to all the viewers for checking out my stream, for watching Pro League. Please do go and support the official stream at youtube.com/esportstv. It's one word. I will link it in the chat. And yeah, apologies for my somewhat shabby StarCraft 2 knowledge. I'm working on it. I'm watching GSL.